Help video simplify algebraic cube roots. Alright, so here you guys, we're simplifying cube roots now. So find your guys' groups of threes. So first, let's simplify our number on the inside the root. So 27, you guys, could be 3 times 9, could be a factor. And then for 9, you guys, could be 3 times 3. Now, we found a group of 3 right there. Now again, this works, you guys, because the cube root of 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. And what times itself 3 times is 27? 3. Which is the reason why x cubed y cubed from the outside, we can multiply this by 3. Because we know cube root of 3 times 3 times 3, you guys, is just going to be 3. So that's good. So no leftovers, which means there will not be any numbers on the inside of the cube root. But now let's look at our variables. Take the exponents and divide it by the root. So we're going to get x to the 4th. So 4 divided by 3. 3 goes into 4 once. And we have a leftover of 1. So inside the cube root, we're going to get one variable of an x. So x to the 1st, you guys. And we did find a perfect cube within x to the 4th, which is just going to be x. Now again, if you need to see why that works, this is what we're really doing, you guys. We're going to break this up into x to the 3rd cube root of x. Remember, cube root is what times itself 3 times is that number. Cube root of x to the 3rd, you guys, would be x. And we have cube root of x, which is exactly what we found there. So again, this, you guys, is just a shortcut on how to do that. Then take your guys' y variable, take the exponent, divide by 3. 3 goes into 8 twice. 2. Remainder of 2. So we're going to have y to the 2nd coming from the remainder. And we're going to get y to the 2nd on the outside. And again, if you need to see why that occurs, because what we really have is this, you guys, we could break this down to y to the 6th times cube root of y to the 2nd. The cube root of y to the 6th, you guys, what times itself 3 times is y to the 6th? Y to the 2nd, which is a perfect reflection of what we have there, right? Y to the 2nd on the outside, y to the 2nd on the inside. So again, this stuff, you guys, is the reason why it happens, and this is pretty much the shortcut. Okay, so then we just simplify this, you guys. Put the 3 in the front. X times x to the 3rd, you guys, is x to the 4th. You add up the exponents. Y to the 3rd times y to the 2nd is y to the 5th. Cube root 3x y to the 2nd. Okay. All right, number 2. So break this number down. 108 times 10. 10 breaks down to 5 times 2. 108. 54 times 2. 54 is 6 times 9. 6 is 3 times 2. And 9 is 3 times 3. So remember, since it's a cube root, we're trying to find groups of 3. So we found a group of 3s up there, and we found a group of 2s. A group of 3 of 2s right there. So x to the 3rd is already on the outside. We found a group of 3 of 2s, so times 2, and a group of 3 of 3s, which is times 3. And we did have a leftover of a 5, you guys, which would be on the inside of the cube root, which is 5. Now let's do our variables. X to the 9th, so 9 exponent divided by 3, which is the root, which is 3. No remainder. So then we're going to have x to the 3rd. No remainder, so that means no x's on the inside of the cube root. Now let's do our y. So take the exponent of 10 and divide it by 3. 3 goes into 10 3 times, you guys, with the remainder of 1. So 1y on the inside, and then a y to the 3rd power on the outside. And we simplify this, you guys. 3 times 2 is 6. X to the 3rd times x to the 3rd. Add up the exponents for x to the 6th. And we have y to the 3rd, cube root of 5y. And that is how you guys simplify your cube roots.